News Services Division of Akashvani presents Northeast Diary.
Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary, bringing you the latest developments of India's unexplored Northeast region. Today, we bring you an interview with Dr. Sungtiman Jamir, Nodal Officer, Project REST, and Ms. Veronica Niam, Psychiatric and Social Worker, wherein they discussed about Project REST, which is an intervention program to address alcohol and substance dependency in Nagaland. But for now, let's go over to Sikkim, where Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja is being celebrated. The 17th Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja, a significant annual event, is dedicated to fostering universal peace and the well-being of all living beings. This year, the puja commenced on October 25, 2023 and is scheduled to conclude on November 7, 2023 at the serene location of Samdrupse in Namchi. The Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja draws devotees from various regions including Sikkim, neighbouring states and even other countries. People gather here to offer their prayers at the majestic Guru Padma Sambhava statue situated in Namchi district. The entire event is meticulously organised and supervised by the dedicated Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja committee. Our Gangtok correspondent brings you a report on this auspicious and spiritually enriching event.
The 17th Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja for universal peace and welfare of all sentient beings was commenced on 25th October, wherein Minister Kungangima Lepcha graced the opening ceremony as the chief guest, under the guidance of His Eminence Serdrup Dukzin Rinpoche and in the presence of Tulku Shenpen Tenpi Wangpo from Ketchupedi, West Sikkim. The rituals and religious aspects were conducted. On the opening day of the 17th Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja in Namchi, 200 monks from 3 monasteries in Namchi and the surrounding areas of the South District performed the elaborate ceremonies. This year, a special ceremony and prayer was offered for victims and sufferers of the recent flash flood in Sikkim, which occurred on midnight of October 3rd and 4th, 2023. Every year, 12 crore mantra is collected during the period of Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja in Samdupche. The prayer is held annually for the welfare and well-being of all sentient beings. As compared to previous years, the process of celebration along with overall management has improved the annual event of Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja in Samdupche Namchi, informed Suren Mokhtan, a member of the organizing committee. The religious event mostly has the participation of senior citizens, monks from different monasteries and devotees. The counting of mantras contributed every day by devotees and participants will conclude on November 6th, followed by the distribution of Wang on November 7th, 2023. This year, Vajra Guru Dongdrup Puja could not be performed on stipulated time owing to flash flood in Sikkim, informed the committee members. With Namo Dikshit, this is Tashyang Mobutia for Akashvani News from Gangtok.
In the heart of India's capital, New Delhi, Nagaland's rich culture and vibrant traditions are about to steal the spotlight. Joining hands with the Union Ministry of Tourism, Nagaland Tourism is all set to present the second edition of Autumn Festival at Nagaland House on November 3rd and 4th, 2023. Following the success of its inaugural edition last year, this festival promises to bring the sense of the popular Hornbill Festival to the people of the capital. The festival promises a captivating blend of Nagaland's diverse cultural heritage. It will be a window into the state's unique custom, art, music and culinary delights, offering a taste of Nagaland's charm to Delhiites and visitors alike. Srimati Lisa Pillai Anar, Senior Public Relations Officer, Nagaland Tourism, tells us more about the festival.
Nagaland Tourism is organizing a 2-day autumn festival on the 3rd and 4th November. This festival is a prelude to the much-awaited Hornbill Festival and is supported by the Ministry of Tourism. Over the course of 2 days, a diverse array of Nagaland's enterprises and artists will present the finest in food, textiles, handicrafts, art, and music. Adding culinary flair to the event, we have Chef Aketo Lizimomi, who was recently listed among India's top 30 chefs by Culinary Culture. The festival promises a stunning fashion show spotlighting Naga textiles in both traditional and contemporary styles, and musical performance too. Day 1 is an exclusive event only by invitation, while the second day, that is the 4th of November, is open to everyone.
In the vast expanse of the eastern Himalayas and northeast India, a truly remarkable natural spectacle is taking place. This region is blessed with a staggering array of more than 1,200 butterfly species, making it not just the butterfly capital of a country, but a shining gem in the entire Oriental region. Butterflies, often celebrated for their grace and beauty, also play an indispensable role as pollinators and serve as vital indicators of an ecosystem's well-being. Last month, the Chief Minister of Tripura, Dr. Manik Saha, graced the state-level concluding ceremony of Wildlife Week in the picturesque South Tripura district. During this event, he passionately stressed the importance of preserving the ecological balance to safeguard the magnificent wildlife and lush forests of the state. As a symbol of his commitment, Dr. Saha released butterflies into the captivating butterfly garden at Trishna Wildlife Sanctuary and took a closer look at the butterfly park thoughtfully crafted by the Forest Department. The Chief Minister emphasized the critical role butterflies play as indicators of a thriving environment and ecosystem. In a heartfelt appeal, he encouraged everyone, especially students, to explore the wonders of our wildlife sanctuaries in the state, envisioning a future where these visits became a mandatory part of the educational experience. Our Agartala correspondent brings you a report shedding further light on this extraordinary endeavor.
The pulchritude creatures, butterflies, play an important role in biodiversity. They and honeybees play a pivotal role in pollination. The Trishna Wildlife Sanctuary in South Tripura district, which has one and only butterfly park in the state and probably in the entire northeast region, is home to more than 100 species of butterflies with different colors, patterns and sizes. This is what Chief Minister Manik Saha had to say after releasing the butterflies in the park.
मैंने आज तक मैं कभी त्रिपुरा में इतना दिन रहा, मैं कभी सोचा भी नहीं है इस तरह भी कोई एरिया हो सकता है जहाँ पर बटरफ्लाई को ग्रो से शुरू करके उसका जो लाइफ साइकिल किस तरह उसका एग से शुरू करके उसका पूरा फुल फ्लेजेड जो बनना यहाँ पर पूरा बंदोबस्त है और पेड़ पौधा इस तरह रखे हैं जहाँ पर ये लोग ये जो बटरफ्लाई है वो बैठ सकता है वहाँ पर फिर लेग एक जो है ले कर सकता है बहुत ही अच्छा मतलब मेरे ख्याल से पूरा इंडिया वासी को मैं कहूँगा यहाँ पर आइए आप देखिए यहाँ पर कितना बढ़िया से यहाँ पर बटरफ्लाई का ये जो पार्क बना हुआ है देखने का लायक है। टूरिज्म तो होना ही है, मतलब ये भी एक पार्ट है हमारा। तो त्रिपुरा में बहुत सारा जगह टूरिस्ट स्पॉट है, तो मेरे ख्याल से इस एरिया में आप लोग आइए और देखिए और त्रिपुरा को जानिए, भारत को जानिए।
The park, which is spread on the vast area of 5.5 hectare, also houses a laboratory where through artificial way natural habitat is facilitated to butterflies. There are 45 blocks of host plants from where butterflies extract nectar. The life cycle of butterflies begins at this laboratory itself, wherein they take a small step from being a larvae to caterpillar and later to a full-grown adult butterfly. The unknowingly done selfless act by butterflies does not only benefit itself but to mankind, as they help in maintaining the ecosystem and biodiversity which can also inspire we humans. Since its inception in 2016, the park is gradually becoming a center of attraction to people to watch the dances of colorful and wild butterflies, though their lifespan lasts for about 35 days. Kunal Shinde for Northeast Diary from Akashvani Agartala.
Project REST is an intervention program designed to tackle alcohol and substance dependency in Nagaland. This initiative was conceptualized by the Naga Hospital Authority, Kohima, Nahak. Project REST aims to establish a comprehensive daycare rehabilitation program for individuals who are battling addiction. It provides a safe and supportive environment where affected individuals and their families can share their experiences and receive assistance. To dwell deeper into the Project REST, we have an exclusive interview with two key figures of Nahak, Dr. Sungitiman Jamir, Nodal Officer of the Project REST Nahak, and Ms. Veronica Nirame, a dedicated psychiatric and social worker at Nahak. They will share their valuable insights in this discussion. Your host for today's conversation is Ms. Evo. Stay tuned to learn more about this vital initiative.
Hello listeners, I have here with us Dr. Suntiman Jamir, Nodal Officer Project REST, and Ms. Veronica Nraime, Psychiatric Social Worker NHK. So listeners, we are here so that they can talk to us about Project REST. So first of all, can you tell us what is Project REST?
Thank you for having us here. Project REST is something new. It was conceived in Naga Hospital, Kohima. The objective of this project is to help people who are in abstinence from be it alcohol or drugs to help maintain their sobriety or to keep them in their, say, abstinence, because dependence to any substances, be it alcohol or be it drugs, people tend to go through multiple relapses because the disease is as such. And we have also experienced the same phenomena here in our hospital, wherein we have the particular group of patients who come almost on a regular basis after their first treatment. Then after a few months of abstinence, they'll relapse again, then come back to us again. We'll treat them, they'll go home. So it's like that. Or maybe they'll even go to a rehabilitation center, then they'll come back after they have failed abstinence. That is because after our medical care or after the rehabilitation, once they come out of that institute or that hospital, they have nowhere to seek help, or there's no proper guidance for them to remain in abstinence. In this project, we aim to help them maintain their sobriety and abstinence through our qualified team of psychiatric social worker, psychiatric nurse, clinical psychologist. So it'll be done purely professionally and not just simple counseling, because again, at home, people may be receiving counseling from their church leaders, or maybe from their family members, or maybe people who are working at NGOs. But the problem is that they have not been trained for such works as well. And then maybe some people are unable to remain in their sobriety or in abstinence because they have underlying psychiatric or psychological issues which has not been detected by the regular doctors. So through our team, we would like to identify if there's any issues with them and then help them remain in their recovery mode.
Yeah, as Sir have said, actually our project, this is the need of the hour in our society. When we look at it, even our young people are falling in the line of addiction or abusing it. So the aim of our project is to establish a holistic care. It is a daycare rehabilitation program for individuals, those who are fighting through alcohol dependency or drug dependency or abusing it, and it's affecting their day-to-day functioning. So with our professional help, we are trying to break the cycle of addiction or dependency, and we want to provide a safe sharing space for those individuals and also the families, because not only the one who is using, even the family members are equally affected. So we want to help them, and also we want to enable our participants, our clients, whoever is come into contact with this project, as Sir have said, to maintain sobriety. That is our prime focus. We want them to, because there are many, even in our detox center, Naga Hospital, there are many clients who have relapsed. So we want to break the cycle of relapses and we want to facilitate them to lead a life of sobriety, to lead a meaningful, fruitful, and productive life. So our goals and objective is to facilitate comprehensive recovery and to promote physical well-being and enhance psychological and emotional well-being and develop life skills and vocational competencies, and also to enhance their support through social integration and community connection, because I think that is very important. We want to create a supportive environment and also even to spread awareness that anything, addiction or dependency, is a disease and they cannot fight alone. So we are trying to create that community where they can connect and they can overcome, and also to provide ongoing aftercare once they come out of detox center or rehabilitation center or prayer center. After that phase, that is a very crucial phase, because that is the phase where most of them relapse. For example, they stayed in rehab center for 3-4 months and they come back, and within few weeks again they relapse. So we want to be there for that period to enable them that there is help. When they feel that they can't do it alone, there is hope and they can rely on us. They can come and seek our professional help.
All right. When you say a support system, if you can talk in detail, so what are the plans?
Yeah, I think even those who are listening, they might have heard about Alcoholic Anonymous groups, right? But for our group, we are going to do something little bit different. We are going to form a group consisting of maybe maximum 5 to 6 members of alcohol or drug use cases. And we're going to form them into group. And actually, why group is important? That they are not alone. There are other people who are suffering like me. So when they form into group, they will come and share their problems or what they are struggling or what they are going through. And when they share, they come to know that, oh, I'm not the only one suffering with this. So they get the motivation and the confidence that I can do this. I have this support group. So it will be like a group where they can rely on each other even when they are going through maybe cravings or life struggles or problems or challenges. They can rely on each other because, of course, we are professionals. We'll try our level best. But they are the one dependent and they know each other. They can relate to each other better than we do. So it's like a group where they can support each other. So it's like a self-help group to help them to facilitate the recovery process through the social support which they will form in groups.
In addition to that, maybe we don't know the foreseeable future. Maybe Project REST may one day cease to exist, or we may not be a part of this team, but then the support group that we have created for them, they will be for each other their whole journey. So maybe one day they are unable to reach us because of some circumstances, unforeseeable circumstances, we cease to exist. But then the support group that we have formed now, the members of those particular groups can be there for each other to motivate.
This is the first time, right, that such a project is being put up.
There are many church-based Alcoholic Anonymous groups. I think it is formed, but yes, professionally, us from the line of professionals, I think this is the first of its kind, as far as my knowledge is concerned.
In the state, people they think that there is less rehabilitation centers and there are lots of addictions that is flaring up. So people have been raising concern about this. A few years from now, like, what is the vision that you see to?
This Project REST, our aim is not to disrupt any ongoing programs, such as be it OST programs or methadone maintenance program or rehabilitation centers or other detox centers. Our plan is to help those who have come out through these programs to maintain in abstinence. Obviously, one of the main requirements for this program is that individuals joining our programs should be on abstinence. So they cannot be currently taking any alcohol or abusing alcohol or any other form of drugs, because no, they are not in recovery. They need medical help in that regard. They need to be detoxed first. After that, we'll help them maintain their recovery. So coming to your question, we hope that our state is able to cater to all those individuals requiring rehabilitation or requiring detox. In the future, we hope and we wish that there are many more centers as such. But then something like this, we hope to cater those individuals who have recovered and then not affect their treatment in any form or the other. So I'm sure we will be able to coexist and help each other out.
Actually, this Project REST, it is purely based on humanitarian effort or initiative. What we are doing, it's all out of our goodwill. We have seen our own brothers or own siblings or our own family members have struggled through this. So it's all out of goodwill, and we hope that even in other district hospitals, they can adopt the same. Because we are going extra mile to help them. And I wish we can make a difference in at least one person's life, that because of our help, because of our initiative, that someone did not give up, that someone have hope. So we want this Project REST to be a beacon of hope for our society. Because as I have stated, post-COVID, there is a spiking. Highest, I think, even now when we look at our detox center, even for detoxification, we have 50 plus waiting lists. The rise of this addiction after, again, post-COVID is very alarming. And there are many youngsters who are fallen into that trap. So we hope that even other, like I said, district hospitals can adopt maybe similar method and can reach out. They are not alone. Even after detoxification or even after rehab centers admission or even after prayer centers, that there is another professional helper they can rely on. And that will help them to maintain their sobriety.
Coming to the last part, any message to listeners?
For those who are listening and they are not into intake of drugs or alcohol, I wish that alcohol or drugs will never be the solution for anything, because as I have stated earlier, when we look into our clients, they become dependent or they started consuming because of life stresses, marital issues, or relationship issues, or family problems. So when you have struggles in life, kindly reach out for help. Because if you can cope with it alone and if you can overcome it alone, it's well and good. If not, please reach out. We have district mental health program everywhere where there are trained psychologists and psychiatric social worker. We have our mental health team. So kindly reach out. And to those who are struggling, those who have fallen into the line of addiction and those who are struggling to come out, please don't lose hope, because there is help. There are physicians as well as there are mental health professionals, because when it comes to addiction, there are many dimensions, not only one factor. There are multi-dimensional. So please reach out for help. And I want to let you know that there is help available. There are professionals, and addiction is a disease and you don't have to fight alone. So please reach out for help. And to the community, to the family members, kindly try to create a supportive environment without judging. With no judgmental attitude, let us create a kind of supportive environment in our state, especially like I said, I think that supportive community or that environment is the need of the hour. It's because when we don't have that supportive environment, the one who is struggling, they have no hope. They think, no, I can't do this. So when there is someone who is pushing them or motivating them to come out, they'll have a second thought, oh, I have way out. I can come out of this. So let's be that light of hope for them, and let's help together to come out, and let's try to join hands together and create a drug-free, alcohol-free society.
I want to again stress that for a person to stay away from a particular substance or alcohol or anything, maybe even cannabis, there is always help for you. And then actually we have come so far ahead in the field of medicine. There's not just one option available. There are multiple options available. All you have to do is just meet a professional and then let them explain to you what are the options available to you, and then you choose the one that is most suited for you. And then if you stick to that, I'm sure be it you or your friend or a family member can overcome that particular disease. And this is a recognized disease now. So it's not a sign of weakness in a person's character or a person's personality, but it is a disease. And that is why we have such programs. That's why we have a detox center, an Oasis center, a methadone clinic. We have all that available for you. Only if you just, reach out to us, then we'll be able to help you.
It was a pleasure having you. I'm really valuable for the listeners.
You just heard an interview with Dr. Sungtiman Jamir, a Nodal Officer for Project REST Nahak, and Ms. Veronica Nirame, a dedicated psychiatric and social worker of Nahak. The interviewer was Ms. Evo. And now listen to a romantic Asmi song, Koi Nidia Kiyo by Shreya Ghoshal and Papun. With that, we come to the end of this edition of Northeast Diary. Do join us next week to hear more stories from this enchanting part of India. Bye-bye. अब समय है समाचार का। पहले आप हिंदी में समाचार सुनेंगे, उसके बाद होंगे अंग्रेजी में समाचार।